to Bad Larry.
What's up, everyone, and welcome to the Bad Larry Kingdom. I'm your host, Bad Larry, and today's episode is part 38 of 39 in the Inferno series saga. So tomorrow's episode will finalize every issue, every tie-in with the Inferno event. We are checking out Power Pack issue number 44, dated March of 1989. Our last Power Pack issue, part 18 of 39, was back in August 21st, so check out my Inferno playlist if you need to catch up. And as always, before we continue, gotta rate that cover! I rated this issue's cover at an 88%, a B+. What is interesting is this cover in the first page of the issue is drawn by John Bogdanoff, and then the resulting pages are credited to June Brigman. There are two things that put me off with this cover. The kids are crying, which happens, but let's save that emotional experience for the inside pages. And two, the kids are drawn to look too old, especially Jack and Alex. Their jawlines are too chiseled for their age. The rest is okay, but it just isn't punchy enough to get an A from me. But let me know what you think of this cover down in the comments below. Now I wish this page on the right was the cover page. This page looks awesome. It's the same artist, John Bogdanoff. They should have really used this page as the cover, but I digress. This issue is called Revenge of the Bogeyman Part 3, What Price of Victory? Whew, that's a long darn title. If you are unfamiliar with these characters, they are not mutants, but enhanced humans. They are brothers and sisters. And from top to bottom, we have Julie Power, little Katie Power with the pigtails, Jack Power, and the oldest blonde kid, Alex Power. Last episode, the Bogeyman forced the kids to reveal to their mom and dad that they are superheroes in order to save their mom and dad. And let's just say the parents aren't handling the news too well. Hence the title of this issue. You all know I love a splash page. It just makes my day. And this one is just fun. But you will see in this issue, Juliana and June really put the comic and book into this issue, meaning the colorful art style and lots of reading. But hey, I really think you get your money's worth with this one. The setting is still the night of the Inferno right here. The Power Pack kids are all battling goblin demons, getting in each other's way, as they are still just kid heroes, and trying to save as many people as they can before it's bedtime. What I like is that they have names for their special moves, almost like manga. You know, like Julie has Julie Hammering, or Alex's Powerball Attack, or my favorite, Jack's Posy G Punch. Why not, right? Hulk has Hulk Smash. Why can't these kids have specialty named moves? As the kids are fighting off a huge Granny Harpy Batwing lady, it appears they might be overwhelmed, when a Inferno abruptly comes to an end, thanks to the X-Men, X-Factor, Exterminators, and the New Mutants efforts. The bridge that was open from Limbo to Earth has been closed, and now all these demons are being sucked back into Limbo like a vacuum cleaner picking up all my wife's hair on the carpet. The kids are pooped, and they make it back home to find mom and dad are being weird, fake smiling. They're just awkward. The next morning, Alex, the eldest boy, wants to talk things out like a family about them having superpowers. Dad seems to try and power through it. You see what I did there? Power through it? You know, the last name or power? Anywho, Mom just can't deal. She's cracked up. She can't accept that her kids are superheroes. This is the Bogeyman's revenge. Even though the kids saved their mom and dad from dying, revealing their superhero identities are slowly killing them anyways. The mom feels stupid for warning them about normal stuff like crossing the street. They obviously don't have to worry about that. Mom and dad just don't know how to be parents to superhero kids. So the kids bounce. There's no school as the city is still crap after the damage caused by the Inferno night. So the kids decide to go out and help with the cleanup. Even though if Inferno is technically over, some residual demonic effects remain, like this red car reanimating when Alex touches it. But no worries, Jack's super punch puts it back down. I hope that guy, along with the rest of the city, has some pretty good insurance before those insurance companies run out of money. Another residual entity reanimated when approached by the Power Pack kids is this green school bus. It looks like a fish, though, and it's filled with civilians. The kids actually work pretty well together to stop this fish bus for long enough to get the civilians out and safe. After Alex absolutely destroys the bus with his powers, Jack and Katie use the roof of the bus to transport all these civilians to the hospital, which is obviously overrun given the civilian casualties of having a city completely filled with demon goblins attacking people, not to mention all of the inanimate objects that came to life and attacked people as well. So all the hospitals are being overrun with patients, and they're way understaffed. This is where the New Mutants step in and save the issue. We see the Power Pack kids are quite familiar with the New Mutants. They're good friends. Danny Moonstar uses her mutant ability. She's like the genie from Aladdin. She can generate your greatest wish or fear as a physical construct, at least for a while, not permanent. And here she grants the doctor's wish of having a well-skilled army of nurses and construction workers to help him out. And then both teams help in the cleanup of the hospital. Both teams continue to help out cleaning everything up until the army arrives and relieves them. On the right-hand page, I do want to point out Gossamer is a bit out of line, risen up 8-year-old Jack Power, who still thinks girls are gross with cooties. Look, okay, Gossamer is an alien. She doesn't know age of consent laws of Earth and all of that. And her race is always trying to make drama anyway, which is why you see Sunspot with a few black circles above his head. He's all in a tussy now. The best way I can explain Gossamer is she's like the ring from Lord of the Rings. Everyone wants the ring, and if you ever put it on, you only ever desire the ring. Precious! Which is why Sunspot is always drawn, holding Gossamer so tight. She is his precious. But Gossamer doesn't love him or anyone. She just loves causing drama, because that's what she do. Anyway, the kids are sad to go home. They tell the New Mutants the situation with their mom and dad and how sad they are that their family is kind of broken right now, and the kids don't really know what to do about it. As the Power Pack kids arrive back home, well, they see Mom and Dad have truly lost it. Mom is sitting in the corner, rocking a little baby doll, talking to herself, and Dad is sitting in the dark in a psychosomatic trance. He's talking to himself. The kids just can't get through to them. Is the wholesome Power Pack family truly broken? Nah, the New Mutants, specifically Danny Moonstar and Gossamer, saved the day. Well, saved the actual family. Danny Moonstar has a brilliant plan, truly. She creates simulacrums of the Power Pack kids, what Mom and Dad envision them to be, just regular little kids, and tell Mom and Dad that these hero kids are just fakes, which is not true. Obviously, the simulacrums are fakes, but you gotta do what you gotta do to save the family. Well, Mom and Dad are now super happy, and Gossamer uses her empathy abilities to tell everyone to go nighty-night. The real Power Pack kids still haven't caught on to the plan. They're crying, thinking that they will have to leave Mommy and Daddy forever, seeing the simulacrums asleep in their spots on the bed. Danny Moonstar calls back her little creation kids. They disappear, and the real Power Pack kids transform out of their hero costumes and crawl into bed with Mom and Dad to get some much needed rest. Mom and Dad will wake up tomorrow thinking their kids are just normal kids again, and the Power Pack kids will have to keep their secret again. But that's okay. That's the way these kids like it anyway. I really enjoyed this issue, which is why I rate it a 96%. I enjoyed the colorful art, and even though this issue was a bit wordy, I'm okay with it. Sometimes I enjoy the book part of the comic book, if executed well. I compare this issue to someone in a big family who may have won the mega lottery. Letting everyone in the family know you're now a multi-millionaire will cause them to treat you differently. Buy me this, buy me that. Cousins and uncles and aunties all of a sudden come out of the woodwork and won't stop ringing your phone when you hadn't talked to them for years. So it would be better to just keep that blessing to yourself and maybe anonymously help out little by little when you can without spilling the beans. The next issue is Damage Control number 4, the final episode of the Inferno series and tie-in issues. Make sure to hit that like button. It means a lot to me. Subscribe, be good to one another, and I'll see you real soon. Peace.